Hello once again and welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, we will be considering the risk factor involved in sodium. So we know that on a daily basis, people consume sodium without knowing. Sodium actually is found majorly in salt, table salt that is being used at home. So we're going to discuss how sodium is problematic to the system, and so it can actually lead to high blood pressure. So a lot of people have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, but they don't know what is actually causing it. So I want us to look at high blood pressure, which is one of the major cause of intake, excessive consumption of sodium.
Yeah.
So what do you understand by high blood pressure?
Okay. First of all, high blood pressure.
Yes.
I will start by what a blood pressure is.
Yes, yes.
Blood pressure is the way in which the heart actually pumps blood.
Okay.
Yes. It has the heart actually has a force it uses in pumping blood.
Yes.
Yes. So when the force in which the heart uses in pumping blood is consistently high,
Yes.
like a high force,
Yeah.
that is when there is high blood pressure
Okay.
over a long period of time.
Okay.
Because sometimes we may be into some physical activity and the heart has to pump blood very fast.
Yes.
But if that pumping of blood,
Yes.
in a high rate,
Yes.
is consistently high like that
Yes.
over a period of time,
Okay.
then we cannot say the person has there is what we call a high blood pressure. And then normal blood pressure is 120
Okay.
over 80.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 120 over 80. And then high blood pressure is from 140
Okay.
to 90
Okay.
over 90. Yes, that is a high blood pressure. Once a reading is between 120 to at least 130 something, the person has a normal blood pressure.
Okay.
Once it's above that range, it's 140 over 90, then we can say the person has high blood pressure. When this blood pressure has been measured over a period of time and
Yes.
it is noticed that it has remained high like that,
Yes.
above 140
Yes.
over a period of time, then the person has a high blood pressure.
Okay, please can we quickly talk about sodium?
Okay.
Was that yeah?
Sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride. Right?
Yes. Sodium. Okay. Sodium is actually the mineral found in table salts.
Yes.
It's one of the minerals found in table salts, along with chloride that was
yes.
found from chlorine. Yes. So sodium is an electrolyte.
Yes.
Actually, sodium is very good for our body.
Okay.
It helps to balance our fluid intake, helps to balance electrolytes. It helps to actually send signals to the brain.
Yes.
Yeah, the heart sends signals to the brain through
Yes.
the use of sodium, and then sodium helps to transmit nerves, like the nervous system. That helps the nervous system to function better.
Okay.
Yes, so sodium is actually very good for our system.
Yes.
But the problem is, once sodium is not too much in the body, that is
Okay.
where the problem is.
Okay.
So sodium is just an electrolyte, helps to balance electrolytes in the body. It's a mineral that helps to balance electrolytes in the body. It helps to balance electrolytes in the body.
So what are some of the ways in which this sodium gets into the body? What are the food we can actually eat that
So get
contains a
sodium.
lot of sodium, so that people can be aware of it and then minimize the excessive consumption of this food?
Okay, most food that contains sodium, as
Yes.
I earlier said, sodium is not the problem.
Yes.
It is excess of it that is the
Excess,
problem.
yes.
So most food that people consume that they get a lot of sodium is salt. Salt is the number one.
Salt, yes.
And then we have these processed foods,
Processed food.
like noodles.
Yes.
Noodles come like the number one
Yes.
when it comes to processed food with high sodium.
Yes.
We have cookies,
Cookies.
biscuits,
Biscuits.
pastries like bread.
Yes.
Yeah, and then those are the major things. And the sausages,
Sausages.
like your what's it called, hot dogs,
Yeah.
and the likes. And then we have sauces too. They contain a lot of sodium.
Yes.
And then some fish too contains sodium, at least healthy amounts of sodium. Fish, eggs and milk and all that. But majorly it is processed food that contains sodium, like this cereals, this breakfast cereals people take.
Yes.
Your noodles, your what's it called, cookies, your bread, they all contain sodium. Processed foods majorly contain sodium, high level of sodium, and then salt, the normal table salt people take.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, what you're trying to say is this: we should minimize the use of some of these food you listed.
Yes, we should minimize it, because the WHO actually recommend that every human being should take nothing more than 5 grams of table salt, of sodium generally. Let me just say sodium generally per day.
Okay.
Because once it's above that level, it becomes a problem. And then that 1 gram is equivalent to a tablespoon of salt.
Okay.
Yes, that's what a human being should take to have a balanced level of sodium in the body.
Okay. Now, apart from the problem of high blood pressure, are there still other medical conditions associated with the sodium?
Yes, there are other medical conditions associated with taking excess of sodium.
Okay.
Because high blood pressure can lead to several other ailments.
Okay.
What actually happens is that, I don't know, we all attended our junior schools, our secondary schools.
Yes.
We were taught osmosis.
Yes.
Movements of liquid or fluid from a lower concentration, from a lower concentration to a higher concentration.
Yes.
Through what? A semi-permeable membrane. Yes, that's osmosis.
Yes.
Most times, and then we carried out this practical by putting salt inside yam.
Yes.
I don't know if you did it when you're in school. You put salt inside yam, and then you notice that almost all the water contained in that yam gathered around that salt.
Yes.
Okay, I'm using that one to explain, because I know all of us have this elementary knowledge of this thing, of osmosis. So once a person consumes excess sodium, that's from salt, from processed food, from wherever at all, and then it becomes too much in the body. What happens is that wherever that sodium is found in the body, that place there will be accumulation of water. Osmotic activity will take place. Water will, sodium actually attracts water. So as sodium is present, water is accumulated. If it is in the blood vessel, water will be accumulated in the blood vessel, which makes it, blood vessel becomes so full with fluid. And then because of that, it gives so much stress to the heart and to the nerves and to the veins and arteries to pump that, because the water now in that particular blood in that area has become so much. So to pump it, the heart actually needs more strength to actually pump it, and then that increases the pressure of the heart, and then it puts pressure on those arteries, on those veins, and then over time the arteries become weakened and all that. That's what is called high blood pressure. Yes, because now there's too much salt in the system, and then that salt actually accumulates water, and then to remove that water, it will need a particular pressure to pump it. So that is one that leads to high blood pressure. And if this salt, we know that kidney is actually the primary organ that helps to regulate salt balance in the body. Yes, kidney helps to regulate salt balance. So once kidney notices that there is so much sodium in the blood, it tries to take it out. Yes, as it is taking it out, as you know, wherever salt goes, water goes. Yes, so as the kidney is taking out this sodium from the blood, water is following it. And then there are these small tiny nerves that actually help to filter the blood, filter everything around in the kidney, and those ones are called the glomerular nerves or blood vessels. They help to actually filter the blood in the kidney, filter liquids, everything in the kidney. So once this particular sodium attracts so much water in the kidney, it puts pressure on those tiny vessels. Yes, and over time, when those tiny vessels continue, trying to remove sodium from the blood, and then these vessels become weakened and destroyed, that is when the kidney function becomes reduced, and then the kidney will no longer be able to carry out its function properly, because the vessels actually responsible for the filtering has been destroyed due to high pressure that was caused by excess sodium that was present in the kidney before, and then the sodium attracted water, and then this tiny vessel is trying to remove the sodium from it, and then that causes a lot of pressure on those vessels, and those vessels are destroyed, and once they are destroyed, the kidney reduces its function, and from there they cannot say a person has what, kidney failure, as a result of high blood pressure.
Okay, so that means that the ailment associated with excessive sodium intake is primarily
can be kidney problem,
high blood pressure, which
yes,
can also result
to kidney
problem.
Yeah, kidney failure. It can lead to heart conditions too, heart problem, because it is the heart that actually, that is where all everything, you know, comes together. It is the heart that actually controls every other part of the body. Yes, once it comes to blood, we know the heart pumps the blood, and once the blood is full of so much liquid, the heart will need to pump. No, because this excess sodium actually gives the heart, the kidney, the blood vessels, gives them so much work to do. They work more than they should, because they need to carry out their duty of removing sodium, and they try to keep it out of the blood and all that. So because of that, pressure is put on all these organs, and with time it can lead to what, heart failure, kidney problems, kidney failure, and then before you know it, because the kidney is no longer able to carry out its duty, we now have what we call edema. Yes, when there's accumulation of liquid fluids in body parts, people's faces are puffy, and then their legs are puffy, you know, and all that, because the kidney is no longer functioning. Yes.
Now the truth is this: a lot of people consume sodium excessively from the diet, because we in Africa we use it as sodium chloride, which is a common salt, as an additive in our diet. So, and most of the diet in Africa contains a lot of it. So what should people, you know, do as a take home from here?
Okay.
Yes.
As take home from here, like what my advice would be to everyone is that, number one, sodium is good for your body. Yes, that is when it is in the right amount. Yes, but once it is too much, that is where there is a problem. So I know we take sodium a lot from bouillon cubes, which is popularly known as what, Maggi. So there's high level of sodium present in Maggi. So most time when people have high blood pressure, say avoid taking Maggi, avoid taking this. My advice to everyone, it boils down to going back to our, you know, local spices. Yes, to actually prepare our food. We should try to avoid extra sodium, because sodium is already naturally present in some of the foods that we eat. Your fish, your egg, even some water too contains sodium. A lot of food that we eat already. So I would just advise that whenever we are cooking our food, we should try to use as little as, very little, even lower than the minimum quantity that is recommended by the WHO.
How many grams again?
It's 5 grams
per day.
5 grams of sodium per day. That's what is recommended.
Going to be utilized? Does it get utilized or accumulated?
The 5 grams?
Yeah.
If it doesn't get accumulated.
That once you use it, does it get utilized?
It gets utilized. That's why I told you, sodium is useful for the body. It has to, you know, transmit signals and all that. It has to balance electrolytes in the body. Yes, it has to balance electrolytes. So it is being used as I are using it. So every day 5 grams, nothing more than that, maximum. But you know one thing, in this part of the world, we consume so much sodium without even knowing it. We cook all our foods using salt, table salt. Yes. After cooking that, one will still go and take breakfast cereals. Person will still go and eat bread. You still go and say, it's just noodles now. Let me just eat noodles. After now make rice and something here and eat. You still going to add salt to your rice, so you're still going to add salt to your stew, and you are still going to eat noodles, and then you are still going to use Maggi to make this your stew. That's bouillon cubes or your stew or your rice or whatever you are eating. So in this part of the world, we consume so much sodium. That is why there's a high rise of high blood pressure. That's why there's a high rise of high blood pressure. Although there are some high blood pressure that are due to genetics. We're going to talk about that maybe in our next video. We'll talk about how genetics can contribute to high blood pressure, and then diet too. Some part to how diet can contribute to what, high blood pressure. Yes.
Thank you very much. We have come to the end of this video. What do you think about this topic? Please don't forget to drop it in the comment section, and like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not done so. We hope to see you again in our next video. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.